Today I'm going to show you how you can easily sell your audio files on your WordPress website using a plugin called Audio Merchant. So in consideration for your time, I'm just going to jump in here and show you exactly how to do this. Alright, so here I have a vanilla install of WordPress, and for those that don't know what vanilla means clean install. And what I'm going to do here is, this is the home page. So the first thing you want to do is you want to download your Audio Merchant plugin from myaudiomerchant.com, and then once you obtain your plugin install file, which should be a zip file, then you're going to go to your WordPress website, and you're going to go to your WordPress admin area. So that's usually located at wp-admin. Alright, now once you're here, you're going to log in to your WordPress admin, and you're going to install the plugin by going to plugins here on the left hand side, and then go to add new, and then once you're here on this screen, you're going to click upload plugin here at the top. Alright, now here it says choose file, so you're going to choose the file, the installation file for Audio Merchant that you downloaded from your provider, or by going to myaudiomerchant.com. So I'm going to go ahead and choose file here, and basically when you click choose file here, you just choose the zip file, the installation zip file that they provided you, and you're going to click the install now button here. Since I already have it installed here on my system, I'm not going to go through that step, but basically you would just put your zip file here and then click install now, and you want to make sure you activate the plugin after you install it. So there should be a link there that says activate plugin. Once you install it, you can just click that link and it will activate it. Or another way that you can activate the plugin is going to plugins here and then installed plugins on the left hand side, and then you just want to make sure, see right now I have Audio Merchant already activated. You just want to make sure it's activated. If I click deactivate right now, it'll deactivate it, and then I can activate it again. But basically yours would probably be deactivated by initially, because that's just the way WordPress works. And then you're going to click activate here to activate the Audio Merchant plugin. Alright, then once you activate it, you can begin uploading your audio files that you're going to display in the HTML5 player, or that you want to sell or showcase, whatever your use may be. So what you want to do is go to settings here on the left hand side, and now you should see a new link here that says Audio Merchant. So you're going to click there, Audio Merchant, and over here, as you can see, I've already added some audio files myself, but I'm going to walk you guys through it to show you how you would upload some audio files that you want to sell or share, or whatever it is you want to do. So I'm going to click add audio here on the left hand, on the top right, and here you have several options. You have the audio display name. This is the name that's displayed to the front end listener inside the HTML5 audio player. So whatever you name here is what the listener or the guest will see. Alright, and some things you may want to include here is artist name, album name, song name, even the BPM if you like, but it's completely flexible. You can write whatever you like here. So I could write here, I don't know, Celine Dion. Okay, and over here is Lee's price, and basically for Lee's price, this is the price that is the minimum price to download the full quality audio file here. So if you don't supply a Lee's price, then basically this option will be disabled, and the Lee's option will not be available to the listener. And here we have exclusive price, which is basically how much you would sell your audio file for an exclusive license. This is perfect for producers or artists that are making beats. You may wish to have a lease price or exclusive price, so you can sell your different licenses. Alright, so if you don't put a lease price or exclusive price, then basically that option will be disabled. So if I don't put exclusive price, the listener will not have the option to buy this song exclusive or this audio file exclusively. And if you don't put a least price and an exclusive price, then it'll be available for free download. All right. Excuse me. So then here you have cover photo, and what you can do here is supply your cover photo, your album cover photo, whatever you want it to display in the HTML5 player when it's playing the song or the audio file. And here you can see there are several options you can choose from. Specify URL, in case it's hosted somewhere else, you can just put it here. And if it's an existing file that you already uploaded, then you can go ahead and choose which one it is here. Alright, here you have the same option for full quality audio file. This is the full quality audio file, which is usually the file that you're actually selling, the final file that the listener buys. You put that here. And this has the same options. You can host it somewhere else, specify URL, or you can select an existing file. Here, the next field here we have is preview audio file, and basically the preview audio file is like a proxy excuse me, is like a proxy for the full quality audio file. So if you may not want to expose your full quality audio file for several reasons. Maybe you don't want people to download it, or you don't want people to listen to the full thing. Whatever your reason may be, that's what this is here for. This is a protective layer. This preview audio file is the file that actually plays for the listener on the front end, and it is required. But in case you did want to skip not differentiate the two files, you can go ahead and just upload the same file over again in both fields. But that's not recommended, because then you lose the preview audio file protection, which basically kind of acts like a mask for your audio file, so like a demo for your audio file that you're showing to the listener. Alright, and then here in this next field we have additional file to provide with lease purchase, and this may be a PDF file, a license file that you want to provide to your lease buyers, or you may just leave it empty if you don't have no additional files you want to offer. Additional file to provide with exclusive purchase. This may be somewhere where you want to provide your tracked out WAV files for your beats for producers. You can, if you have multiple files, you can zip them up into one file and put it here. And basically this file will be included with all the exclusive purchases. So if anyone purchases this audio file exclusively, they will be also presented with this file at the end when they've already paid for it, to download this extra file, which may be a zip file or maybe a PDF or whatever. And then once you supply all that, then you can click save here, and that will basically add your audio file to the system, to this page here. And once you've added your audio file, then what you can do is you can click share here. There's a little share icon next to each song, or next to each audio file, and if you click the share button here, you'll be presented with a little window here that allows you to pick WordPress shortcode link, which is a direct link to this audio file, or iframe, which basically is an embeddable iframe in case you want to put it on a third-party website, or you want to put it somewhere that accepts iframes. Here you can choose the different options. Here's a WordPress shortcode, which you can use to basically insert the HTML5 audio player anywhere on WordPress where shortcodes are accepted. So let's say we want to take the shortcode for this song here and share it. I'm going to click copy to clipboard, and it copies this code to my clipboard, so now I can close this window. And before I move on to actually place the HTML5 player on my website, what I want to do is show you guys the playlist section really quick, and just jump through these other sections, and then we'll move on to the part where we actually display the HTML5 audio player. So here in the playlist section, basically it's exactly what the name implies. It's a playlist creator where you add audio songs here on this tab, and then you come to the playlist section and you can click add playlist, and you can define a playlist name here. You can call this whatever you want. This is not display to the front end user. So this is for your own personal purposes or identification purposes. So you can call it my favorite songs. Excuse me. And then you can choose display all audio, or it has different options here of what you want this playlist, how you want this playlist to act or display. So you can display all the audio files that are in the system, or you can display selected audio files. And here you can select which ones you want to display. And here you can also, this is a sortable list, so you can, let's say you want to display this one first. You can just go ahead and drag these rows up and rearrange them as you like. So you can get your preferred play order. Alright, and then here you have display audio matching text. If I wanted this option, I can click here, and for example, let's say I wanted to only play songs from a certain artist, I can type that here and it'll match those, whatever the display name matches that, and it'll show those in the HTML5 audio player. Alright, and here you have a display order, which basically you can define a display order that you want the tracks to appear in. It has a different option here, ascending or descending. Okay, and once you do that, you click save, and that'll create your playlist. And you'll notice there's a share icon next to the playlist as well. And basically what this does is you can share the entire playlist. It's the same concept as the other share feature, excuse me. As the other share feature. This one's for the playlist though, so you can click the share button next to the playlist here, and it has the same options: WordPress shortcode, link, or iframe. And excuse me, in our case we want the WordPress shortcode, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this to clipboard, and we're going to place this in a second. First I want to jump through these sections really quick, and then there's the order section here, which basically displays the different orders you've already received. And here you could change the status, payment status, if the person canceled or reversed. However, this is already connected automatically to PayPal, so this is connected to IPN, so it updates automatically when PayPal sends an update. Okay, and here you can search for orders if you like. You can click to check this order, what this order is about, by clicking this little icon here, and that'll pop up the details of the order. And that's the order section. So next I'm going to jump to the settings section here, where basically you can define your PayPal email here, but you don't have to define a PayPal email. If you don't define a PayPal email, then basically there will be no buying options in the HTML5 player on the front end for the listener. It'll only be showcase mode only. So you may want to define your PayPal email here if you're planning to sell anything using Audio Merchant. And this connects directly to PayPal, so you can go ahead and just type in your email. Okay, and here you can choose your currency. Download link expires is basically how many days the download link for the audio file is valid until it expires after a listener makes a purchase. So it's kind of like an expiration date on the links, so they don't just remain valid all the time, and people, it's a security layer. All right, and then email admin order notifications. You can go ahead and display these different options here. If you move over here on the little question mark next to each field, you can see the helpful tips for that field. So in case you ever have any questions about a field, you can just move your mouse over here and see more details. Require user registration for purchase. Basically what this does is if you click yes, then it'll require the user to be logged in or registered into your site before they can purchase something from the HTML5 audio player on the front end. Require user registration for downloads. It's the same concept here. If free downloads should be only available to registered or logged in users, you can specify that here. Exclusively sold items are removed from player. If an item is sold, if someone buys one of your audio files in an exclusive license or exclusively, then basically should it be removed from the audio player completely, or should it display a little sold text with a little strike through to it? So you can choose that here. Alright, and over here you have basically the CSS styles for the front end HTML player in case you want to customize any colors or change any display settings. You can just type in your custom CSS here. Alright, and over here we have the PHP upload max file size, which is basically the maximum file size this web server that I'm using right now is allowed to upload at for a single file. So each file, what's the biggest size I can upload? If you have large audio files and you're uploading directly to your own server, then you may want to make this big enough to accommodate whatever files you may have. 500 is a bit large. I've kind of went a little too high with 500, but something like around 100 should be okay here for this PHP setting. Again, you can move your mouse over the little helpful tip here, and you can display the little developer notes they've left for you. Another one here is PHP post max size. So this is the total amount allowed by PHP to upload. These are web server settings in your php.ini file, so you may want to check with your web host if you don't know what these are, but you do want to make sure that these are increased enough to allow your files to be uploaded through this little interface, because a lot of these WAV files are pretty large files. Each one, the average WAV file is about 50 to 60 megabytes, so you want to take that into consideration when uploading these multiple files. Alright, once you're done there, you're just going to click save, and that is going to basically you're all set up after that. Then what you do is you want to display the HTML5 audio player on the front end of your website. So you can go back to here to this audio tab or the playlist tab and click on any of these little share icons here, whatever it is that you want to share. And in my case, I want to share, let's say, this My Classical Music playlist, which is set to display all, so it should display all my tracks. And here's the WordPress shortcode. That's what I want. I'm going to copy to clipboard here by clicking this icon. Alright, it's copied to my clipboard now. I'm going to click close, and now you proceed to place this, let's say in a post or a page. You would just click all posts here anywhere on your website, and I'm going to open the front end of my website here as well so you can see the before and after result. So I'm going to go to my home page. Alright, and here you can see there's just a blank home page. There's nothing on here but a little design, and what I want to do is display the HTML5 audio player here. So I'm going to click back here into my WP admin window, and in all post section here, here's the hello world, which is my home page. I'm going to click edit next to the post, and here there's nothing in the post right now. But basically then what you do is you're just going to right click and click paste, and paste that WordPress shortcode that we copied earlier into here, and now you click update, and that'll save that. And basically here you'll see different options that you can customize, like the height. Let's say you want to change the height, you can go ahead and change that, but the defaults are usually good. In my case, I'm going to disable the autoplay, so I'm going to set this to 0. Click update, because I don't want it to play automatically when the page loads. I want the listener to manually have to click play. Alright, so that's saved. Now if I go back to the home page here and I click refresh, we should see the HTML5 audio player. There it is. So keep in mind that the HTML5 audio player will stretch out to fit whatever container you put it in. So if you want it to be smaller, you can just put it inside of a div layer and set the size on that outer div layer, and then have the HTML5 audio player displaying that, because this will always stretch out to fill the entire width. So it's usually 100% width. Again, these can be changed. This whole plugin is open source, and if you want to change it, but the default right out of the box is perfect and scalable, and it fits into pretty much every scenario, so you should never really have to change anything because it's already set up perfect out of the box. Okay, and let's say so here we have our HTML5 audio player. As you can see, it has different options to buy these tracks or listen to these tracks. So let's say we want to listen to this track. So as you can see, it's playing Elvis here, and that's how it works. The rest of this is basically just a regular HTML5 audio player with different options. This icon here is the download. So basically, this song here I'm giving away for free. If you see this, other than that, then you have to click leads or exclusive to purchase this song to download it. All right, and now the WordPress shortcode is one way to display the HTML5 audio player. Now what I'm going to do is put another HTML5 audio player on the same page, but this time we're going to display it in a different way. We're going to go back to our WP admin here, and we're going to go to Appearance and Widgets. And now we're going to display a widget version of Audio Merchant HTML5 audio player. So once you come here, on the left hand side you'll see Audio Merchant here, which is the new widget that you get once you install the plugin. And then you're going to drag this onto, let's say, my sidebar here is where I want to display it. And here you'll be presented with different options where you can choose which playlist you want to display, or you can choose individual songs that you want to display. So it's up to you. Excuse me. It's up to you. You can pick whatever it is that this HTML5 player is going to display. In this case, I'm going to display, let's say, 2 songs here on this HTML5 player, and I don't want it to autoplay. I'm just going to click Save here. And let's say I wanted to display this in a certain order. The songs, the 2 songs that I selected, I can click back here in this little widget settings, click here, and this list is sortable as well, so you can just drag and drop these whichever order it is you wanted to display. So let's say I wanted to play Elvis first. I click put Elvis, drag it to the top, and click Save. Now if I come back to my home page here and I click refresh, we should see a new HTML5 audio player in my sidebar. Alright, there it is, and there's my 2 songs that I selected to display in this box with the option to buy it, and this one's available for free download. So that's that. That is how you install the HTML5 audio player on your website, and how you can start selling your audio files directly to your listeners and showcasing them using this little modern HTML5 player. And you can share this HTML5 player HTML code pretty much anywhere on the internet. You can put it on third-party sites, you can put it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever it is that you want to display to your listeners. So this is a very nice plugin. Alright, that concludes our video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments box below. If not, please be sure to like this video, and I'll also place the link for the download of this plugin in the box below. Thank you.